Welcome to the Bear Pit TV. This is the first 11 of the new season. Obviously, Elliot's here because, if truth be told, I don't have a clue what the midfield's going to look like, and I need a hand to kind of select it. Because, I mean, we've just done the pod now, and the midfield baffles me. But I think the rest of the team more or less picks itself.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I would. Also, this video is sponsored by FansBet, so make sure if you're having a punt to go and sign up with us, because it really helps us out and also helps support the Dougie Mac Hospice. When you're signing up, just select the Bear Pit TV as your fan partner, and you'll help us out. But for this preferred 11, as Craig said, he's brought me in. I don't know why, like I'm some sort of tactical genius.
Well, I mean, the first game of the season is always difficult because there's nothing really settled that you can lean back on as a suggestion. The best we've got
Only
is
got to
Leicester.
go from pre-season and Leicester.
Yeah.
So for me as well, obviously we're recording this on Tuesday. This will probably go out on Friday. Hopefully we haven't made any signings in that time. We're going to start immediately. Well, hopefully we have, and we're wrong, and it's Gale up top.
Gale up top, yeah.
At the minute, it doesn't sound like that's going to happen. In goal is an obvious one.
Jack Butland.
I'm so glad he
remarkably Jack Butland. Yeah.
Seems that he's staying. God knows how we've kept hold of him.
yeah.
But Jack is an obvious one who's going to be in the back.
Yeah. Left back, it's going to be James McLean. I mean, the other option is Ward, of course, but Jones has made it very clear that he wants McLean to play there. And I've always kind of like generally agreed with the notion that he can do a job at left back. I think he's going to give you more than enough as a fullback to get forward in this diamond. Defensively is where he might lack his cover, but I think we should give McLean time. I've seen a bit of criticism about it. I think he can do a job there, and I think that makes complete sense for now. Centre-backs, obviously Danny Batts is going to be our captain. And then it's all about Liam Lindsay, Nathan Collins or
Bruno.
Bruno looks like he might be out the door, so I doubt it's going to be him. I think it will be Liam Lindsay. Purely based on the fact that he replaced Shawcross against Leicester when he went off injured. So
more experienced out of the two.
Yeah.
Out of him and Nathan Collins. Obviously, I think Nathan Collins' time will come. I think we'll start to see him coming on for the first few games towards around the 60th, 70th minute mark, probably, to get some game time, hopefully in a game that we're already winning and doesn't matter as much. But yeah, for me, Lindsay, I
completely agree. And then right back, I think we're going to agree and say Tommy Smith. I feel a little bit gutted for Edwards because he was arguably our best player last year, closely with Etebo anyway, and he had a good season. He broke through.
The season.
Do you think he was, Edwards?
He was. He won the award.
I thought Etebo got it? Either way, he clearly had a good season last year, and it did look like he was kind of going to be our right back. But we've got in a very, very, very good player with Tommy Smith, who's had a good
former
pre-season.
captain. Last time he was in the Championship, top assists for Huddersfield. He'd be going forward. We obviously saw him score in that game against Tranmere with an absolute screamer. Tommy Smith.
He can't not start. He's got too much going for him to not start. So yeah, right. Tommy Smith.
Who we drop in central defensive midfielder?
Who are the options there? I mean, Cousins obviously, I think is the preferred person to play defensive midfield. It's either him or Joe Allen. It's going to be Cousins, I think, that will start in the defensive midfield.
Obviously, this will probably change for the next game because we'll have Etebo and apparently Ndiaye back.
That's what's so confusing. And Etebo has to start, but at the same time, he's not.
So for now, pre-season. And we've just done the pod, and a few people have mentioned it actually. Cousins has been a bit of a dark horse. He's played really well in these few games, so I think that position is his until Etebo comes back, because Cousins was never brought to replace Etebo.
No.
He'll definitely be back up once he's there. But for me, I'm happy to put him in there for this
Cousins
game.
For now.
Against his former club.
Yes.
Watch him score.
Watch him prove points.
Always happens against us, but never for us. Yeah, Jeff Cameron will bag.
I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Move further forward. This is where it gets a little bit messy, but I'm going off Leicester again. But I think Joe Allen, Klukas.
Yeah.
I think, and again, it gets so complicated when Etebo is back because somebody's going to be dropped because he has to start Etebo. But I think Joe Allen and Klukas. I do think when I look at the whole squad, that is still our biggest weakness
until Etebo
is back, because I just don't know how they operate in the diamond. These two players, they're meant to kind of cover the fullbacks and stuff, but I'm not sure of their true role, really. They're encouraged to get forward, to sit. It's a really kind of unique formation I've never really seen work as of yet, and I worry about it a little bit.
So no Woods.
No, which is a shame because, I say a shame, I think he had a blinding start last season but quickly fizzled. I don't think we're going to see him much at all, to be honest.
No, I agree.
I think he's well down the pecking order, which is a big, big shame.
I think
Rings for that matter as well.
Yeah, with Joe Allen as well, I just want him to keep his head a bit. There was against Leicester, and I guess it's just his style of play, but he's a bit all over the shop sometimes. He's just raring around, so much energy. Just want him to rein that in a little bit at the right time.
Yeah.
And obviously, we want him to be tenacious and winning the ball back and getting into those positions, but I think he just needs to control it a bit more at times.
Yeah, it's both his strength and weakness, his energy in a weird way.
Next, I think picks itself.
This is on a plate. This is Nick Powell.
That's a tap in,
and he definitely meant that goal against Leicester, didn't he?
No,
he definitely knew what he was doing. When I first saw that, I thought that's one of the most genius strikes I've ever seen.
He shook his head. Shook his head to Jordan Cousins.
I wanted him to release pretend so he could boast about it, but yeah, it was clearly a flick goal. But yeah, he goes there. I mean, I suppose you could argue that's our one position with the most lack of depth. Powell goes, who have we got to like number 10 role? Literally, I don't know. Nobody.
Maybe Ince.
Maybe
He'll
Ince.
probably force Ince in there.
But he didn't do too much there last year, did he? But yeah, Nick Powell there.
Strikers.
Vokes is a definite. I think at the moment he's our number one striker. And then this is arguably the biggest question mark. I think he will go with a Phobie. Whether that's right or not, I'm not sure. But the partner to Vokes is the biggest question mark of our first 11 at the moment. I think Gregory's a little bit too similar to Vokes. Campbell Jones clearly isn't quite sold on yet. He said that in the press. It will be a Phobie, and I will go with a Phobie, but I do think he's got to get going quick.
Yeah,
the fans will get on his back quick. He'll be the scapegoat this year. He doesn't fire quick, I promise.
Yeah. But I know a lot of people will be calling for Campbell to start.
Yeah, they will.
Just because of his pre-season
Mm.
run, which is a really interesting one.
Yeah.
But I don't think like you say, don't think he'll quite make it. Phobie and Vokes up top.
Yeah.
So that is the side. Let's go through it again. Butland in goal.
Yep.
McLean left back.
McLean left back.
Lindsay,
Bats. Tommy Smith. Cousins, Allen, Clucas, Powell, Vokes, and Phobie. Pretty much the Leicester first.
That is what we think will be the preferred 11. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What team would you start? Would you put Campbell in there? Would you make changes all over the shop? Just let us know in the comments below. As we said at the start, this video is sponsored by FansBet. If you want to get 9-2 on Stoke to be promoted, which you can't get anywhere else, then go and bet on FansBet and make sure you choose BetBet TV as a partner when you sign up. But that has been preferred 11 video. Let's hope we win.
Yeah.
Let's hope we win. Thanks for watching. See you later.